wow, you finally did it. It was like the universe was conspiring to never let you leave the office. And really, I, for one, appreciated the extra time it allowed me to spend working with you. Um, I feel really privileged to have worked with you in my time at the office. It would have been nice if it wasn't the pressure cooker of Conestoga, but holy heck, what a bonding experience that was for the team. Thinking back, I believe I never said thank you for being our calm captain and always making me feel like you had our backs. I did always thoroughly enjoy our long chats, being your Uber driver, to our many meetings. I learned a lot from you in our time working together, and I was always impressed with your ability to cut directly to the heart of the issue, the quiet sincerity that brought along both clients and consultants through the process. Take care of yourself, Daniel, and really all the best.
Daniel, you're the one that on my first fully architectural project in this office with Mariam Tashima, Derma YMCA. For that job, you're the partner in charge. I think I learned a lot from that project with you. Everything I do today, I basically is from that project. Something for my personal, I thank you very much for that kind letter that you sent into the RFIC for my fellowship. I really appreciate that. I didn't really get a chance to thank you in person. When I see you in the office, you didn't mention anything, so I didn't even know that at that time, but I'm taking this chance to thank you personally, that I really appreciate the kind letter you sent it. Enjoy your life. Enjoy your life.
I just wanted to take this opportunity to say thank you for so many years of guidance and mentorship that you've shown me on all of the projects that we worked on together. Even through some of the challenging ones, you always stayed cool and collected, and I always knew that I can come to you for sound advice. So thank you so much.
Before you sneak away, I just wanted to let you know the impact that you had on my professional career. I'm not sure if you remember this, but I had my interview with you all those years back when I was still a student. From our discussion, I knew right away that MTA was a place where I wanted to hone my craft. Your calm and critical approach was something that I wanted to replicate for myself. So thank you for that.
Congratulations on the amazing architectural contribution you've made to the work of MTA, and specifically the work of MTA on the East Coast. Some of my favorite buildings of MTA's and some of my favorite East Coast buildings have your hand behind them, and I think they've made a great contribution to the local architectural scene in Atlantic Canada. I was really happy to have had the opportunity to work with you on NSCC, and anytime you're free, it'd be great to go over the construction photos that are coming from the site. It's really moving along quickly, and if you're ever able to come out to Cape Breton when I'm there, it'd be great to do a tour of the building together and have some Cape Breton tea.
One of the things that I will truly miss and admire about you is your ability to stay so calm and collective and always come through the most insightful overview and wisdom to work-related items to everyday things. It's been a real pleasure learning from you. I also want to thank you for your support and confidence that you've given me throughout our time at MTA together. Really appreciate that.
Daniel, we didn't get a chance to work on too many projects together, but I'll always remember Discovery Center, working together with you and Mike on a project that's become very special to me and hopefully to Halifax as well. And of course, you were the partner that opened up the door to the East Coast, so M&T has a huge debt to pay to you for that. You were kind of like a rock to me, the way I kind of perceived it, as someone very, very kind of committed, dedicated, and always able to answer complicated questions and straighten them out for us. So for that, I'm thankful.
Wishing you all the best in the years to come with all of the various hobbies that I envision you taking on, the cooking, gardening, biking on that fixie. Working with you was a real pleasure. I learned a lot from you, and I certainly look forward to meeting up with you on Roncy and hopefully catching a drink or a bite to eat to discuss all that you're going to be doing.
For a moment, I thought you actually managed to sneak into retirement without anyone noticing, but I'm so glad that we are having this moment to properly acknowledge your amazing career. I think back to our time working together really fondly. Beyond working together on the faculty club, Conestoga, and St. FX, I always enjoyed our talks around cooking and talking about our favorite restaurants in the city. I wish you the very, very best in this next adventure with lots of great walks in High Park, great bites to eat around the city, and lots of travels in your future.
You are such an inspiration to work with, both from a design perspective and the amount of knowledge and experience that you brought with you to every project, but also just really appreciate your demeanor and your ability to instill a sense of calmness and confidence in the teams that you work with. And I really value the time that we got to work together. So thank you.
I'm glad I had the opportunity to work with you in so many different capacities over the years. I was able to learn so much and grow so much under your guidance. MTA is not the same place without you, but I think I can assure you that the lessons that you have given us all about how to make buildings elegant and unpretentious and focused on what users really need continue to be guiding principles here at the firm.
A few of the many memories and images that will stay with me: that look of true pleasure on your face on our post-interview ferry crossing to Dartmouth, when we fielded the call that our team had been awarded the commission for the new NSCC waterfront campus. The camaraderie and animated discussions we shared at dinners hosted by visionary President Ray Ivany in the hallowed halls of the Halifax Club. Your calm and collected demeanor, even as the president of Acadia University left the Irving Center boardroom for a highly audible biology break that was miraculously timed to coincide and crescendo with the closing words of your brilliant interview pitch. The resigned but stoic expression on your face with the dawning realization that Georgian architectural style at Acadia University indeed means Disney Georgian. I can go on and on and on with recollections like these from our projects together at St. Mary's University, Dalhousie University, Cape Breton University, St. FX, Discovery Center, and the Nova Scotia Community College. It has truly been a privilege to work with you these past 20 years in Nova Scotia. Your thoughtful dignity and grace will always be remembered and treasured here.
We didn't have the chance to work together, but everything that everybody's told me has been so great about you. So I did appreciate kind of the mentoring that you did offer to me even at a distance. And you were an inspiration for the sort of calm and thoughtfulness that you brought to everything. So we'll miss you. I can't believe I'm starting when you're heading out. But I wish you the best in retirement, and enjoy and have fun.
We work very closely regarding the contracts and the project updates and everything throughout my life with Moriam and Tashim Architects. I learned a lot from you throughout the MTA with us, and I really like to work with you all the time. And lastly, I went to Florence and Rome, wherever you visited, and I love the place. All the best, Daniel.
I would like to start by thanking you for giving me my very first employment opportunity in architecture and introducing me to MTA. I have enjoyed the many projects we've had the opportunity to work on together, but especially our first master plan with Conestoga. This is where I was first introduced to your leadership, your considerate design sense, and especially your humor. I hope your retirement brings you new and exciting projects, peaceful and pleasant travel, and new adventures.
Back in 2001, when I started MTA, I looked up to you as a wise, humble, thoughtful leader, and I still do. And we worked on great projects together. I started on TEL, Guelph Civic Center, Lacani House, Toronto Buddhist Church, Goldring Student Center. These were all pivotal projects in my career, and I'll never forget you for that. You always led by example. You never let your emotions guide your decisions. You took fact and your intellect to make those decisions, and those are principles that I live by today.
We worked together on quite a few projects since I came to Moriyama and Toshima. Our first project was City of Guelph, and the last one was the Sheridan College. I always appreciate your leadership and your guidance through all those projects and through all those years. And I always really admired your calm demeanor and willingness to listen other people's ideas and thoughts.
When I think of what makes a great collaboration, I always think back to the time we worked together. I remember when you called me almost a decade ago and suggested we team up together to work for a certain contractor for Sheridan College. I remember thinking the idea of working with this contractor could pose some risk. There is a low chance of getting paid fully, probably a high chance of some kind of lawsuit, and probably an uphill battle all the way through construction. But you know what? If it's with you, Daniel, it would be a real pleasure. So why not? Well, the rest is history. And by the way, most of those things I think did come true. But now our firms have completed 2 great projects together, and I hope there's more to come. So Daniel, you are a great architect, a great collaborator, and a real gentleman. It's been an honor and a real pleasure.
We all knew at the office what comprised the Daniel Teramura building. Your designs created beautifully proportioned interior rooms, connecting wide corridors that flowed into community spaces that were full of natural light and generous views. These interconnected elements combined provided a generosity of spaces that belied their very tight spatial programs and building budgets. Your buildings were designed to fit their community, fitting in but standing out for their quality of detailing, their material finishes, and exquisite proportions. Berry Hall, Nova Scotia Community College, Sheridan College, Lakehead University, to name but a few, are your outstanding legacy in architecture and Moriyama Teshima architects.
Happy retirement, Daniel. You've had such an influence on me, on everyone who works with you, and on the firm. From the days of working on the UTM Innovation Center until the day that I walked through the doors of the Arbor together with you, I've learned so much. Because Daniel, you didn't teach us a style, you didn't teach us a method. You taught us principles and clear ideas. I can't think of how many times I hear myself or others in the office saying things about future-proof design or how to design a space that works for both the collective and the individual. And these are your words. These are your words that echo through me and echo through others and will live on for generations. And this is your legacy. Thank you for elevating our discourse, for teaching us these principles, and for grounding us in enduring architectural design. But perhaps more than that, thank you for your friendship, your boundless curiosity, and your constant and astounding ability to keep learning. All the best and congratulations. Thank you profoundly from all of us for everything that you've shared with us. And I wish you the longest, healthiest, happiest of retirements.